Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Business of Trucking video. In this one, we're going to talk about checking brokers' credit, checking shippers' credit, receivers' credit. Credit checks are imperative these days. With different brokers going out of business, different companies going out of business, people just choosing straight up not to pay, did some irresponsible things with their money, maybe got themselves in a credit pinch, and how interest rates went high and they can't pay. Whatever the reason, we really have to watch people's credit. Everybody we do business with. And we all know that the things that we use in this business, in this industry of trucking, maybe aren't the most accurate or reliable credit rating tools that we would like to see. Maybe you're using your factoring company to check people's credit. Well, have you checked the credit rating of your factoring company? Because I'm here to tell you, there's a few factoring companies that are not doing all that hot right now. And also, is your factoring company using the same resource, credit rating service, as what some of these load boards are? You have to find that out. And I'm going to illustrate some at least one very good example for you here today. You probably already know of a few others when the Surge Transportation was going into bankruptcy, and the load board still had them listed as an 80, 87 credit rating, right, when they're actively in bankruptcy. So you all know good examples, but I'm going to show you one I kind of stumbled across here by accident, and it's a really good example. So point that out to you today. The company is CreditSafe. It's creditsafe.com, and they're going to have me post a clickable link here. I'll put it in the description below the video. I'll post it in a pinned comment there. So if you guys want to explore this for yourselves, just click that link. It'll take you to the part of CreditSafe that with the guy that knows about transportation. Okay, it's going to go specifically to him. Really helpful people, great people. If you're interested, they'll give you an online demo, and their service is very affordable. Now, for full disclosure, I pay for the service. I did not receive this service for free. I've been paying for it for, I believe, almost 6 months. I wanted to use it for a good period of time before I decided whether or not this was something to put out there for other people. So I think it is. So all that being said, let's just, I'm going to share my screen here, and we'll start with, everybody uses a DAT load board, right? Just about. Let's just bring that up. And we're going to bring up a company called, we're going to bring up a brokerage called McClay's Logistics USA. And this is them right here out of Cape Coral, Florida. All right, here they are. MC number, and incidentally, we're not trying to disparage DAT or anything they do. I'm just trying to illustrate a clear difference on why you need more information and how important it is to have other sources here. MC number 103-2540. Okay. Credit score on DAT of a 97. That's about as good as you could get. I mean, 97 to 100. Not much more room for improvement there, right? And days to pay of 22. So I would look at that, if I was taking it on face value and say, dang, this place has really good credit. And then I would scroll down here to their credit profile, and which is the source is Ansonia, or Ansonia, however you say that. And once again, they have them listed as a credit score of 97, 22 days to pay, with the chart here showing that been 97 back in March, April, and May. They stumbled a little bit and their credit dropped to a 90, but then right back up to a 97, and it stayed there ever since. Days to pay, was kind of correlating with that, where days to pay went up to 24 in that same time period approximately. They got it straightened back out, and it's elevated slightly, and then back down to 20. The highest it was 25. So average days to pay right now is 20 days. So that's a pretty good chart. That's a pretty good credit rating, if you ask me, and if you're going by DAT. Now, based on that, would you book a load with that company? Would you have thought, I did my due diligence and I'm going to book a load with that company? We won't even go into factoring and all that. So let me show you now with CreditSafe, the service I've been using, and what they have to say about McClay's USA. All right, I am logged into CreditSafe here, and I typed in right here, McClay's Logistics USA, and first thing here is it brings up two companies for us that are best matches, and Cape Coral, Florida, 711 Coral Drive, that's the one we're looking for. Now it shows that that is headquarters for the company, and it also shows that there's a branch. They have a branch in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Now we want to do a little bit of more digging to just make 100% sure if we're looking at this Michigan one that it is a branch of this one, but I've done that homework and it actually is. So let's go to the headquarters here and click on it. And look at this, a risk score of 22. Whew, that's way different than a 97, isn't it? Ooh, let's click on 22 and see. Now their credit score is structured a little bit different than probably what you'd be used to. 22 is in this category right here, well, right here, and it would be high risk. 21 to 29 is high risk. So, and they also have them listed as an international score of D, which, keep in mind, CreditSafe is a international company worldwide. So just about any company in the world, if they've been reported on, would be in here. Now they're based out of Pennsylvania. The people I talked to, they have offices around the world. It's a big international company with chock full of information. They also have them listed as credit limit, cash transactions only. What does that mean? Let's look at the definitions. It's good to look at definitions on here because it might not be exactly what you're used to from other services you've been using. The CreditSafe recommended credit limit is calculated using information from a company's payment record and from payment records of similar companies. The company's credit limit is our recommendation of the total maximum amount of credit that should be outstanding at any one time. So basically they're saying, don't give these guys any credit. Warning, right? So if we hold our cursor over any number here, it will give us the definition. So DBT is days beyond term. It's at 82. Payment experiences, payment trend. We can see if it's trending downwards, trending upwards. We're kind of holding right dead center there. So let's go back to the summary here and look at that. Gives us all the information on the company. We want to see company's primary address, Mount Clemens, Michigan. So it is the same company. This particular one we were looking at was Cape Coral, Florida. So we can click and see other known addresses. It's pretty cool. And just while we're up here, score limit indicators, this is how their rating system works. International score, A, B, C, D. D is high risk. Once again, very high risk. D covers two categories. Risk percentiles. There's some commentaries right here. DBT of 80 compares unfavorably with other companies in the same industry with an average of 5.87. 80 unfavorably with other companies in the same state, which they rank at about a 3.91. So gives you a lot of, they had them at a credit limit of 2,500 and it is now at a 0. So good information there. Payment data. We'll come back to this in just a second here, but I find this particularly interesting. This days beyond term peer analysis compares them to other companies like them. They're at an 80. Their peers are at an average of 4 days. Okay, so that's significantly higher than other companies just like them, and that's out of 1,001 companies. So a lot of good information here. It shows where they owe their money. Most of it's in transportation and storage, and then some financial, and then some in professional and technical, which would probably be software and things like that. Company details, it gives you a little, what they're registered. They're in the freight transportation arrangement industry. Tells you who the officers are. Now you can look up more information on the officers. We are not going to do that on the air here out of courtesy. Possible links. Anything they're possibly linked to by name, address, phone number, blah, blah, blah. Shows 2 possible domestic matches, 1 with the same name, and 2 internationally. Now, just because there's linked by the same name doesn't necessarily mean it's the same person. There's more than one person in the world with my name, so you need to sort through and see what's what. Now, let's just go back to summary here. And I'm just going to touch on what I look for when I'm looking at this and I'm trying to decide to do business with them or not. I am not the right person to go deep into this with you. Hopefully someday somebody from the company would come on and say, hey, let's give these guys a quick, good tutorial on this. But I'm just going to kind of touch on the surface here. All right, so we're talking about DBT. This one scares me, 91% past due. What does that mean? Let's get a definition on that because I don't want to misinterpret that. Percent past due. This highlights the percentage of the total balance that has exceeded the due date of the invoice. This data is based on the last 3 years. So 3 years is a very long time. That's also a high number, 91%. Okay, 36,000 past due, 32 severely past due. Here it gives you a lot of information on late paid and past due invoices, right? But like I said, 3 years is a long time. So have they been bad for 3 years? Have they been doing great up till 2 years ago, and then on the last year and a half they're on a downhill slide? Were they doing bad 2 years ago and they're recovering and on an uphill slide? So I like to look at the trend, and to do that you can kind of go down here. I'm looking at historical trade information. This is paid, this is outstanding. I like to look at the outstanding because it shows you kind of what's going on, with money that's out there. And we looked at last February. Not the worst thing you've ever seen. Don't like to see any red at all, but okay, so let's talk about the colors first. This red line here is a trend line. The green is current. Light green is 1 to 30 days past due. Yellow is 31 to 60 days past due. Orange is 61 to 90 days past due. And red is 91 plus days past due. And we can take that away. We can take away the orange, but we're going to leave it all in there for right now. Go back to last February. Not the worst thing you've ever seen. Kind of tooled along here. A lot of green with that orange and red. You start getting into about October, starts to look a little different. You're talking $8,600 basically past 91 days past due in October. November's not pretty. We're up to $13,700. December, we jumped up quite a bit, $30,000 past 91 days past due. January here just looks, it looks pretty rough. So you get a deep dive into, their payment histories, what they currently owe, total trade payment information. We can get definitions once again on all of these things. So I like to look at this right here. This is the trend. So in my opinion, the way I would look at this is say, yeah, this is a trend in the wrong direction. This isn't a company that was doing poorly 2 years ago. Is on the recover. I would look at this and say, this company is definitely headed in the wrong direction. But I want to give you just a quick example of why you have to look at more than just the colors on here, okay, or the some of the numbers of paid late or the value of paid late, okay. This is not a massive company right here, okay. So $36,000 of past due, or $42,000 or $166,000 value paid late is a big number to this company. All right. So let's just go back to McClay's here for a second and look at their Mount Clemens, Michigan branch and see if it's the same story. Well, even slightly a little bit worse. Credit risk score of 19. Cash transactions again. So that's something else you can look at. Is you got a business with multiple branches. Are they all doing poorly? Some of them at, is one of them at a 90 and the rest of them are looking at a 20. You have to kind of look at all the red on this. It's not any better. So yeah. So anyway, after seeing this, ask yourself, All right, I've seen both sides of it. Uh, Now would I book a load with these people? Would I give them my business? Would I extend them any credit? After seeing a stark contrast of a situation like this, can you see how a service like this, can you see the value in it? Uh, if it keeps you from getting burnt on one load, if I would have had this before I got burnt on a freight bill by Surge Transportation, I probably wouldn't have been burnt because I'm going by DAT's rating at that point and hadn't really considered the possibility. So maybe in a way that was a good lesson to be learned from that. Just for practical purposes here, as long as we're talking about them, let's see what their credit rating is. That's exactly what you should see. Remember, a company that's in bankruptcy is no score, and recent bankruptcy on file. Cash transactions only. So, yeah, wish I had seen that way sooner. But hey, it is what it is. But we have the opportunity to see it now. I incidentally I did get permission from the boss man at CreditSafe, Mr. Stokes, to show a few examples here. I do appreciate that. Now, after seeing the stark contrast between a service, that DAT provides through their credit, and then a high-level service like this, can you see the value in it? Click on the link, get yourself a live demo, see if it's something that you think can help your business. It's certainly helped mine. And everybody take care, and we will see you next time.